And welcome to the Sports Fix. It is our Thursday edition and our go-to round of matches for the weekend. We start in the western part of South Australia and we're having a look at the Western Eyre competition. The go-to match I think is Wirrulla taking on Thevenard. I think it'll be the closest of all three games. I reckon Wirrulla could still get home on their home deck. The other two home sides, Western United playing Kinniva and West Coast Hawks playing Blues, I think should get victories on the weekend. For those on the rest of the peninsula that are in our coverage areas, it's interesting to see that there are buys for both Elliston districts in Great Flinders and for the Central Eyre United side in Eastern Eyre. We'll go to the matches for northeastern football, and there's no game here that really catches you as the go-to, but BSR I think should beat North Clare at home at Brinkworth. I reckon Min-Man will travel up to Borough and beat the BBH Rams, and the Southern Saints go to South Clare at the Clare Oval, and I reckon they should get a win, the Saints, and Blythe Snowtown play RSMU. I've got a feeling that the RSMU boys might be a little bit too good there for northeastern matches. In Barossa, Light and Gawler, go-to matches here are plenty. Angaston wanting to respond to last week's shock loss to Gawler Central. They play Kapunda at home, and certainly a bit of moisture underfoot. I reckon Angaston will get there. Barossa Districts at Williamstown, they take on South Gawler, and I'll tell you what, South will be too good here. The two Tigers, these two may be evenly matched in this game, and up at Newryut, but it's going to be a tough one. But Gawler Central from last week's form, they might just be the go-to side on this one. And Tanunda play Freeling. I can tell you now that it'll be a very one-sided contest up at Tanunda with a big win to the home side. Across the Yorke Peninsula, some go-to matches here. I reckon C.M.S Crows playing Bute is a really big one at Karamulka. And what about Ardrossan and the Southern Eagles? That could also be close at Ardrossan. Kadina and Central York, I reckon the Bloodhounds at Kadina can win. And Parsky, I think, will beat Wallaroo in the other match. Heading down into other parts of the state and now to the Mallee League, and we've got a go-to match for this one. It is top of the table stuff. Well, almost. Pinnaroo are on top, and BDT at their home deck at Canalpin. I'd love to go to this match, that is for sure. It would be a big game. I reckon Pinnaroo can inflict some pain on the Crows. Karoonda take on Lamoureux, and Murrayville take on Peak in the other two games. You'd reckon it would be Murrayville over Peak in their match, which is the MFL TV coverage one for the weekend. In the K&T, looking at some go-to here, Bordertown and Padthaway, and Bordertown Roosters can really put to the big recruiting mission that Padthaway have put in place on ice. Bordertown, I think, can win this at home over the Tobin Cox-led Lions. Keith Play Border District should win at home. Kaibi and Mundalla, a battle of the Tigers, but it will be Mundalla. It is Narracourt and Kingston, a go-to if you're in that part of the old Cowrie-Narracourt region. Kingston might have something to say on this go-to, and Penola and Lucendale, two evenly matched, and I reckon Lucendale have got to respond after some indifferent form in recent weeks. In the mid-southeastern, the go-to match for everyone at Robe is at home, and Port MacDonnell, the two battle of the two port towns. I got a reckoning that the Robe Roosters might be a go-to for this one. While in Riverland football, three good matches, but I think Waikerie playing Renmark is a go-to for that particular league. And Loxton North and Loxton, a bit of the derby coming out there in that Berry play Barmera Monash in the other clash. Go-to for those in the old Mid-Murray League, Blanchetown Swan Reach take on Sedan Cambrai. Old rivals, near neighbours at Swan Reach. What a good match that'll be. Sedan Cambrai should get home. Ramco and Cobby is probably the match of the round in terms of the teams. Who knows what Cobby can bring this week. They've been good for the last couple. And then Paringa play Wonka in the other match. In River Murray, go-to football, Ramblers play Mypolonga for a place in the top five. Then Manning play Tailem Ben. Meningie get Jervois at Meningie. Meningie had a win last week, but I think that might be the end of their run. Go-to football across regional South Australia. Looking forward to the results, and also looking forward to you watching these go-to predictions across on our Flow News 24 channel. Also at Flow Sports on Facebook and up at the YouTube channel Flow News 24.